Okay, wait, let's do a Babes recap.
Oh my God, we
haven't
never
talked
did.
since Babes.
Okay.
Okay, so we were both in the movie called Babes.
Wait a minute, you were in the other movie.
I've known Michelle Buteau for over 15 years. She's one of my closest friends in comedy. She is just an all-around silly goose, and no matter what stage she is on, Michelle is always being ridiculous in the best way. Yes, she's an amazing actor, which I got to see up close when I played her husband in the film Babes. And yes, she is an amazing stand-up comedian, which you can see up close in her latest Netflix special, A Beautiful Mind, at Radio City Music Hall. But the biggest reason I love and respect Michelle so much is that unlike all the other comics I know, she's an actual grown-up adult. She is a level-headed, well-adjusted human being that gives me great advice. And look, she's gone through a lot of shit in her life to earn that wisdom, which she talks about in her hilarious new book, Survival of the Thickest, which is now a series on Netflix, dropping its second season later this month. So I sat down with my longtime homie, Michelle, to talk about the book, the difference between being bitter and being petty, and to take her down a subreddit rabbit hole that went to a very, very dark place. Someone's butthole.
This episode is brought to you by Vanta. Simplify compliance and get $1,000 off at vanta.com/Hasan. That's VANTA.com/HASAN for $1,000 off.
Babes. Okay, look, it's one of the most watched movies on Delta flights. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh my God, you're
I've
right.
caught
Yeah.
dozens of people.
Dozens.
You haven't caught people watching it through the thing?
All the time. And
Yeah.
I always have it up. And I let everybody know I'm in this movie.
Do people come up to you and go like, oh, I saw you on the...
Sometimes, yes.
Oh, that's
And I
cool.
love it.
It was a fun movie.
Yeah, unless they overstay their welcome. I'm like, go back to your seat. But I love it. It
That was
a great
blast.
movie.
It was really fun. It was
And
really
you know
good.
what? We look so Queens.
We look very Queens.
It was awesome.
I had like more than 8 lines. It was a milestone in my career, like having more than 8 lines.
Wait, are you-
For real.
Okay, I was like, are you?
Yeah, we
where-
usually like in Hollywood, I'm like the you forgot this.
What?
Yeah, I'm moving exposition.
You're
Generally.
so much more than that. Because when I
This is why one
see
of
you
my
on
best
screen, like you have so much to say.
This is why she's one of my best friends.
Oh my God. Remember when I used to call you the Indian John Mayer?
Yes.
What was I doing?
Yeah. One time I bombed really. One time I bombed really bad. I bombed really, really bad, and you go, you're too cute to be this unconfident. And I was like,
Well,
how are you big upping me and roasting me at the same time?
well.
This is one of the best things you've ever created. Survival of the Thickest, your book.
Thank you.
Your Netflix series is based on it.
Thank you.
Reading this book, it felt like you were leaving me just a long voice memo. It was fucking hilarious.
Thank you so much.
In the book, you have a chapter where you outline several different categories of friends.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So shady.
All right, you have the work wife,
Yeah.
the bad influence, the travel buddy, the sponge. There was one that you called perfect on paper but mind-numbingly boring friend.
Yes.
Is that me?
No. No.
Am I your boring friend?
No.
You had one called that crazy bish. Is that me?
No.
Okay, what friend am I for real?
You're like it'd be more in the work wife category, but like we definitely have like taken family vacations together, meaning like road trips.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like once you perform with somebody, once Black, brown, or queer people perform in the South together, you are forever bonded.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like once you bomb in another like state,
yeah.
you are forever bonded. And so
Yeah.
I want to say work wife.
Okay, work wife. Out of all my friends, the majority of people are like hot messes. Mm-hmm. It's wild out here.
It is. And therapy's not that expensive. So I'm like, what are we doing?
I mean, I have an opinion about that.
Okay.
But you are one of the few people that I know since we've met, which has been like I met you maybe like 15 or 16 years ago. You're one of my most self-assured, confident friends.
I love that. I love that for me. That's the thing about comedy. I'm always like, why are people so sad? So when people told me I should do stand-up, I'm like, but I'm happy. And I like money, and I like having a good time, and I have friends, and everybody seems so sad. So like, like I really had to find
People
my-
told you just stand because you're funny.
Yeah.
Like, you're naturally very funny.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm also happy. Is that okay?
Were you not into stand-up? Were you just like, this the whole art form is like stupid?
No, not stupid, but sad.
Oh, the people are sad, or the actual like underlying
The people.
material? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like the material was sad. The people were like, I can't make any money. I'm like, ugh, I don't know if stand-up is for me because I like money.
You always like money.
I just like security. I like trips. I like taking care of my bills. You know, I don't like.
Did you grow up like watching your parents fight over money?
No. So my parents came from very big Caribbean families, and they're like, we're gonna have one or two, and they're gonna know who their parents are.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're gonna be able to afford everything. And so my parents, they are the family that sort of support everybody.
Oh, they're the family that made it. So
Yeah.
there's like we support this auntie and then this uncle and then we
Yes.
like da 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 da.
And their illegitimate children and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you have mad cousins at stateside?
So many.
Like that you know that you're super close to or no?
I mean, yes and no. Sometimes you gotta protect your peace, especially after this election. But when people like DM female comedians, it's usually like you up, you know, you cute. But like for me, for real, it's like I think we're cousins. That's my DM.
The subject line?
Yes.
Damn.
And we usually are.
You've done a run about this.
What's that?
You do this whole run. You go, you're Haitian Jamaican,
Yeah.
but you look like you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from your book. You go, if you're a light-skinned black person that's not Puerto Rican, people lose their goddamn minds. Look at the way you spelled it. Goddamn minds. If someone speaks Spanish to you and says, sorry, I don't speak Spanish, they look at you like they just met a short guy whose license says he's 6'4". Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I would tell people I was Jamaican and Haitian and they looked confused as fuck. Okay. First of all,
Oh my God! Wow, I really went off on one.
you unloaded the clip.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Simon & Schuster. This is
Shoo shoo.
yeah. Why don't you speak Spanish?
Oh
Like
my
a quarter of the
God.
country just it's
Oh
so
my God.
easy. It's super easy.
You know, so there's different types of speaking Spanish. Okay, you can order food in a taxi.
Yes.
Or you can like have conversations and just like completely be immersed. You know, my dad lived in Venezuela for a long time.
Yeah.
I can definitely order food in a taxi and get by.
Yeah.
Same with French. I can like basically learn it. I can even learn some Korean. Like I can learn stuff and
Yeah.
get around. But in terms of like living in it, no, it's just so hard for me. It's like a part of your brain that doesn't exist for me. And maybe if like I really, really had to, maybe
But don't you
I would.
speak Dutch a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, by my standards, by an
Yeah.
American standards, like I speak Dutch. By a Dutch person standards, it's like she cute and messing around. But the fact that I know the difference between Dutch and German is, and I know where it is.
And that's huge.
It is. Everyone thinks it's Denmark. It's like, y'all, calm down.
Yes.
You know, so, and I want to, I was talking to my husband about this. Like, I want him to speak Dutch to the kids more because they should know Dutch. You know, my dad was speaking Creole to me because he's from Haiti, but then my mom was like, I really want her to assimilate. Like, this is confusing. And plus, when you're trying to talk to a 4-year-old, like, they barely.
But what did your grandparents speak to you in?
The only living grandparent was from Jamaica, so it was patois.
Oh.
Yeah. But like with, you know, at least being Caribbean, there is food I can teach them to make. There is music. There's dances I could teach.
Gotcha.
That, you know what I mean? There's like a community, a Caribbean community everywhere you go. But with Dutch, it's like, what, you gotta boil a potato? What am I gonna teach you about imperialism?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta learn some Dutch in order to be Dutch.
When your husband speaks in Dutch, do you see more of him come out?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's...
Yeah. It's a different person.
Yeah.
He's way funnier.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
No, but like, you would be funnier in your native tongue,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I like to think that I can transcend.
You think you could be as funny if you were doing your act in Dutch, or just
Yes.
being funny in Dutch?
Yeah, just funny. Breaking the ice.
Okay.
With like the limited verbs I know. I don't know. It's a gift.
Okay, you always celebrate the human spirit. You are not a negative Nancy on stage. Like, there is a very nihilistic POV to comedy.
Yeah.
But this part of the book where you say they look at you like you just met a short guy whose license says he's 6'4". So why the violence against short kings?
What? I celebrate short kings.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
Why do
No.
they get you? They just straight up caught a stray.
No,
and it's like
I mean, like in my special and,
Yeah.
and even in my book, Utopia, not Beautiful Mind, I talk about celebrating short kings and medium kings, and I say, and it was an improv moment, but I put it in the special because I want motherfuckers to know that, you know, they can't reach everything, but they reach the things they have to. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
And
Okay.
in my Game of Hoes chapter, I talk about dating a very short Jewish man who looked like he needed a bow tie and a red balloon. But I felt like a queen, honey. Once he figured out how to climb up that mountain, it was beautiful. Is this...
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Is it?
I mean,
I think it's beautiful. But what I'm saying is the need to lie about it is crazy. Don't lie to me now. Don't lie to
gotcha.
me.
It's the lie.
Because now I have to live this lie with you.
it's the dishonesty.
Yeah.
But it's coming from a defensive place. Look, I'm
Yeah.
a true 6 foot, and I'm trying to stand up for the 5'9s and the 5'7s.
Are you?
I am.
Are you?
There's straight up cruelty to them. Yeah, I've seen with my friends, but how tall is he? Like they're looking for somebody, and I go, oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I have a great friend. And they go, how tall is he?
Yeah. It's why I think people put, it's so antiquated. Like, why are we putting stock in the wrong things? Like, yeah, he's 6'1", but girl, he cheated on you. Yeah, you got a diamond, but he got a second family.
Right.
So how about someone thoughtful?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
A 5'3" that's thoughtful.
Look. I'm not mad at a 5'3" that's thoughtful.
Okay.
I'm not mad.
You know the question that we were talking about, like
What
before
was
you
the
got
question?
here. The
No.
question was how much money would you have to make as a
Yeah.
guy if you were 5'3" to compensate for
Yeah,
that?
I don't think it's money. I think it's ambition and thoughtfulness at that point, because money is always there to be made if you are, you know, if you're smart enough.
Gotcha.
So I think once you're 5'3" and making a lot of money, then you get into like short king, like.
But that's like autocrat. That's short autocrat mode. It's not even king. It's
Yes.
dictator.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's giving Game of Thrones.
Sure.
I'm the second son,
Vibes.
and I killed my brother. So I don't know.
So guys struggle with demons. This is very, women know this, men know this.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's about coming to terms with something that happened to you in the past.
Yeah.
I feel like you are somebody that has processed things very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're not angry,
Yeah.
you're not bitter,
Yeah.
but you are petty.
Yeah.
You've transcended it.
I
into
love petty. I have actually asked my friends when I'm having a tough time, can you send me some petty memes? Can you just tell me something petty at work?
Yeah.
Because there's something so fun and like frivolous.
Okay, so is petty good? I'm like, for real, is it
You
good?
can't live in it. It's hot and fast. It's a hot and fast cook.
Okay.
Don't live in it. It's
Gotcha.
just a ha-ha, you gotta keep it moving.
You're the queen of petty, by the way. Chapter two of your book is fucking Michelle.
What do I talk about? I don't remember.
You went scorched earth on your ex from high school.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you some yes or no questions.
Oh.
Let's just go in chronological order.
My God. Oh my God.
You had a 4-year relationship in high school, right?
Yeah.
With your boyfriend Hakeem.
Yes.
He then cheated on you with your best friend Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Okay.
A white girl with a bubble butt.
But you had a dream that your partner was cheating on you.
It's
This,
true.
this came to you in a dream.
It's true.
That Hakeem was cheating on you.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be true.
Yeah. I think, and this is why I believe in like divine intuition. You really have to listen to yourself. You have to like read the room and say, am I crazy or is this going on? And so a lot of people, especially like when you're young and you're in love, you know, your partner, the person you're dating will try to gaslight you and be like, are you cheating? Well, maybe it's you. You know what I mean? And try and
Yeah.
switch it on you. And it's, or even things in your family. You're like, but I see it, right? But y'all ain't saying it, right? And so there's a reason why, you know, and I'm not speaking for me, I'm speaking for my cousins, like, your dad lives over here, but they're still together. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we're not saying the thing. And
Yeah,
so as a kid, you have to be respectful and you're not allowed to question authority, at least when I was growing up. And so
Right.
like I would have a dream. It would come to me in a dream and my body would be like, girl, this is what's going on.
And in the dream, they were bumping and grinding to Krista
In the
Berg's-
dream, they were both wearing red, slow dancing to Lady in Red.
That's crazy. And it turned out, okay. So then this whole thing blows up.
Yeah.
All right? All right?
Yeah.
Dee Dee, Hakeem, they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
Then 20 years later, after you're married,
Yeah.
you
Happily
get a
married.
message, happily
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
You get a message from your high school ex-boyfriend
Yes.
on Facebook. And you write in your memoir, published by Simon & Schuster, He said that he had had a hard time since we broke up, and he was ashamed of how we left things because he did in fact love me. He said that I was the one that got away. He said that he believes in karma and that his life hasn't been the same since. His wife up and left him and their kids to fend for themselves. And could I find it in my heart to forgive him so he could move on to the next phase of his life? Next sentence, and this is important, Michelle. I made sure the red button was on and never replied.
Yeah. Yeah.
The level of petty,
Yeah.
and I just want you to know
Oh, okay.
that I know.
Okay.
And that move was crazy. But the story gets crazier, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Dee,
Yeah.
your old friend,
Yeah.
reaches out after seeing you on Last Comic Standing. So you go
right.
on Last Comic Standing.
Yes.
Dee reaches out on Facebook and says, "Oh my God, you look so great. You're so funny. How you been?"
Yeah.
And how did you reply?
I believe I said something like, "Still trying to trust people, bitch." But that was real. Well, this is why people should like.
That's
write
not even
it.
that. By the way, that's not
Yeah.
even the end of the chapter. This is how she ends chapter 2. You then end chapter 2 with the words, "Fuck both of them." Period. Turn page.
Yeah. This is when I sort of came up with this mantra for myself that I didn't fully understand
Yeah.
until I understood. If they don't want to hear from me, they're going to hear about me. And whether that's I'm on TV or whether I'm happily married with children, whatever it is, you are not going to fuck up my path to happiness because you don't know how to not be selfish. I also feel like being in very serious relationships when you're younger is like crazy.
Yeah, it's
but I'm
intense.
really glad it happened to me when I was young because I see friends in their 30s and 40s getting cheated on for the first time. And you would think that you would have like the emotional like skill set to deal with
Right,
it.
right.
And they
Wherewithal,
just-
perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
just like don't know how to like cope and they can't believe that somebody would do this to them. I'm like, people will do this to you. But it's not about them, it's about you. How you gotta get up and fix you and get better and move on. I hope they have Netflix.
I had 2 thoughts when I read this.
Ooh!
Number 1,
Jizz.
please,
Oh,
please tell me if you're ever mad at me.
come on.
Preemptively.
Come on.
This is a level of like scorched earth, which is like, I'm not ready for this.
You would never do this to me.
I would never do this to you.
You would never do.
But
you
I just want to
You wouldn't do this to anybody.
No. Then the other part of me, this is more psychological. So I'm reading this and I was like, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. You fucking deserve that.
Yeah.
But then there was this other part of me that was like, is this healthy?
For me?
In general.
Yeah.
Like, but this isn't even a reflection of you.
Yeah.
This is a reflection of like the way I responded to it.
Oh my God, that's
Like,
so
why
funny.
was I touchdown dancing over like this guy's in his 40s?
We
being
don't
like,
have a lot of
my
wins."
life is. My life is falling apart.
That's
He's
your
resorted
bad.
to Facebook
You know
Messenger.
why?
And
Because
why am I getting off on this?
Because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if that's how you start out life, then yeah, you're gonna get what you deserve. You know, like I don't know what was going on between him and his wife, but I know that he probably wasn't honest about it. And so, and it's also like not to like, oh my God, it's such a copy and paste Instagram motivational quote moment, but like, you are the company you keep. You know?
Damn.
So he's doing bad things.
So you felt like, not to get into the therapy behind this, but you felt like he made a mistake. He made a bad decision when he was 18, clearly. And that
Yeah.
now that he's 44,
Yeah.
like he's probably the same person. That's not true. You think? Like for real, him aside. I don't even have the answer to this.
Yeah, I don't have the answer either because I don't know like who he is now.
Yeah. Because I know when I was analyzing myself and the glee I was getting from it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait.
It's so funny.
You were dumb.
I know.
Like, I was dumb when I was 18. I was like
I know.
dumb in my 20s.
Rami said the same thing. Like I told Rami this story at your house, I think. And he was like, "You have to reply to him. Go find him."
Yo, Rami said that?
Yeah.
What was his
"You're
reasoning?
"You're too good for this."
Oh.
He wanted to like close it with sunshine and rainbows. I'm like, no, I'm good. I kind of like it. You know what it's like? You know what it's like too? It's like all those executives.
See, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, keep that. Like, keep that. Wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
We need that.
But
I'm also simultaneously like, that's insane.
that's because we're raising kids, and we're supposed to tell them that. But like honestly, once you get out there in life and you start really like lifing, It's like what we do. How many no's did we hear,
Yeah.
but we're still telling ourselves yes?
Yeah.
What's
So
the piece
much.
of advice that like your mom or your dad gave you that you not necessarily listen to, but definitely remember?
The one that I saw my dad do that I was like super proud of him. There's two moments that I was like super proud to be his son. Basically, in Indian families, it is like a Bollywood saga where like extended families, there's a lot of drama and there's just a lot of people feeling a lot of emotions about things that happened in 1978.
Gotcha.
Like people are in their feelings about,
Yeah.
you did this to me, and I was like,
Yeah.
Gerald Ford was president when this thing happened.
Yeah.
Or like there'll be like some debate
Yeah.
over like a farmhouse in the like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And you're like,
I do know what
your
you mean.
uncle had this and that. And it's like everybody's aggrieved and hurt. And one of the things I saw my dad do is like people are really, it's not even about the farmhouse or the you didn't come to my wedding or the party thing. They just want an apology. So one of the things my dad did, and I was with him as a kid, is some dispute was happening between siblings and aunts. And my dad just pulled up and was like, hey, I just want to just start off by saying, if I did something on purpose or not on purpose to hurt your feelings, I just want to say I'm sorry. So I just want to start there. So
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Please say it.
And, you know, I just want you to know that. And if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me, but I just wanted to start with an apology.
Yeah.
He wasn't even the person who did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But he was like, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. And I just was like, whoa, that was very powerful because generally Indian guys and Indian men and dads do not apologize.
Right.
Like they do not waver. It's very like Trump-like.
Yeah.
Like don't apologize, do not go back and have any regrets,
Yeah.
and never waver
That's great.
from your
That is
narrative.
wonderful.
So I
Leading
was
by
like,
example.
that was fire.
Yeah.
And I just tried to realize that. I was like, this could probably de-escalate if you just go, hey, I'm gonna white flag this. I'm gonna be like, hey, preemptively.
Yeah. Accountability is so sexy. I wish more people would talk about it. Like ownership,
Yeah.
you know, because we're always a work in progress. Like we never get it right. It's just admit where you are and not to. Oh God, with the quotes today. See what happens when I put on a blazer that I don't button? People will only meet you as deeply as they met themselves. And so, you know, just when
Damn, you just drop Etsy quotes left and right.
I'm telling you.
You were like,
because people don't get it unless it's like in 3 sentences or less sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and they'll
yeah, yeah.
remember it.
Yeah.
And then they'll do it. And that's like the most important thing. Because it's when people complain about everybody else, I'm like, but it's you. But what are you doing? Don't let them have control over you.
Got it. Have you heard of the subreddit called Am I Overreacting?
No.
Okay, so on Reddit, there's
Yeah.
a very popular subreddit called Am I Overreacting, where someone will be deeply distraught by something that's happened in their life, and they'll straight up just go on Reddit and be like, all right, guys, this is what's happening right now. This is the evidence that I have. Am I overreacting? Scott, our producer, is going to fly in some of the stuff that really is on Reddit. Am I overreacting?
Okay.
You'll read one, I'll read one, but
Oh
we
my
will
God, oh my God.
dissect if the person's overreacting.
Okay.
Am I overreacting? My sister's husband basically stole a TV during Black Friday, and everyone is acting like it's fine. This just happened during Black Friday, and I'm still processing it. My sister and her husband, Mike, went to Walmart for their Black Friday sale.
Lord.
According to them, it was absolute chaos. Hundreds of people everywhere, barely any workers, total mess. Mike managed to grab one of the doorbuster deals, a huge 65-inch TV that was marked down from $899 to $399. Apparently, the checkout line was so insane that people just started walking out, like literally just pushing their carts through without paying because there weren't enough workers at registers and security couldn't handle it. And my sister and Mike joined them. They walked out with a $400 TV because everyone else was doing it. Pulled my sister aside, told her this is basically stealing and sets a terrible example for the kids. She got defensive, saying I'm being dramatic and that big stores expect this kind of loss during sales and that it's not really stealing because the store couldn't handle their own sale properly. Am I seriously overreacting here? Everyone is acting like this is just a normal Black Friday behavior, and I feel like I'm going crazy.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'm glad her sister has like a bum partner, so they're like together in on it, because that'd be like even worse. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean?
For sure.
But yeah, I don't think it's right to steal stuff.
Hard disagree.
Really?
I worked in retail. Yeah, I worked at Office Max during Black Friday.
Oh
People would
my
walk out, with stuff.
Oh my God.
They're not paying me enough.
Should they?
Look, I worked at Office Max. My first name ain't Office.
Stop
My last
bragging.
name ain't Max. It's not my
Stop
family.
bragging.
It's not my family. Your first name isn't Best. Your last name isn't Bye. They'll be fine. Like
okay.
they'll be fine. This is
Okay.
it's a victimless crime.
I know they'll be fine, but getting back to the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. It's just like, are they gonna? These are the type. Her sister and the husband feel like they're gonna go in my bathroom, look through my medicine cabinet, and pull something that they want. Like, it's gross. They're gonna eat stuff that's off the menu when they come to dinner. So it's like, sure, big corporations, okay, but the trickle down is, ew, you're touching my stuff, because they're probably gross and selfish.
Yeah, my thing is, it's wrong if you want to be my second grade teacher about it. Yes, it is wrong.
Oh
It's
my
a red
God.
choice,
Yes.
but I get it.
Caught my boyfriend taking a number 2 in his hand? This is not real.
This is real.
My boyfriend of 2 years was in the bathroom at his apartment when I opened the door to grab my allergy meds. I didn't think to knock and figured he'd lock the door if needed, but when I opened it, he was squatting on the floor, holding a wad of toilet paper directly under his ass. I screamed and ran out. I can't believe I put on lashes for this.
Okay, keep going. 5 minutes later.
5 minutes, I got it. 5 minutes later, there was no denying what I saw, so he came clean. Well, he got clean. And says he does it to make less sound.
As opposed to crapping directly into the bowl because he's shy and would be embarrassed if I heard him doing it. I'm freaked out. Am I overreacting?
I can't believe I'm here. No, not like here physically, like here emotionally.
Okay, so
yeah.
I've wanted to say, I'm sorry if this was inappropriate.
What?
Michelle.
No!
I found this super hilarious. You do comedy that's uplifting to all people.
Oh my God.
He maybe has social anxiety and feels like if he drops the kids off at the pool and it makes too loud of a noise, his partner may feel a certain way about his GI issues. So instead, he raw craps in his hands, then delivers it gently into the pool,
You're crazy.
then goes to the sink.
You're never gonna wash your
Wash his
hands
hands.
enough. That's the hand that you touch my face with? Huh. Number 1. Number 2, there's too many steps. He's a little cuckoo cuckoo. He's been touched by an angel. Because that's insane. Everyone knows you lay a little toilet paper on the water and you turn on a little music.
Oh.
Babe, I love Nina Simone. Turn it up.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's actually a very valid
and
point. Yeah.
lock the door. You're not gonna lock the door? You're gonna take all those other steps, but locking the door ain't one? I would never be able to put my face in his crotch to do what we gotta do on a Saturday night, knowing that he's pooping like I don't know, a kangaroo. I'm trying to think of someone that poops standing up.
So this is a deal breaker. You're breaking up.
What? That might be a deal breaker for us that you made me read it.
Closing thoughts, because you got to get out of here.
Oh my God.
What is your mantra for America or for you going into 2025? Mine is, whoa, that's crazy. I just have that queued up on text. Like I can just
Yeah.
copy paste.
Yeah.
Because people will send me an article.
And what's
or a
your
thing. I just go, whoa,
most
that's
used
crazy.
emoji?
Whoa, that's crazy. And then it's sideways crying. The sideways, like
Yeah.
crying. Laugh.
Mine is like melting happy face.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So then what text do you put before that?
Mine has been doing the best I can with what I've been given. That's all I could do, you know?
That's
Day by
beautiful.
day.
That's
truly.
beautiful.
Truly.
Michelle, this was so dope.
This was really great.
All right, so you're a startup founder. Finding product market fit is probably your #1 priority. But to land bigger customers, you also need security compliance. And obtaining your SOC 2 or ISO 27001 certification, that can open those big doors. But they take time and energy pulling you away from building and shipping. And that is where Vanta comes in. Vanta is the all-in-one compliance solution helping startups like yours get audit ready and build a strong security foundation quickly and painlessly. How, you ask? Well, Vanta automates the manual security tasks that slow you down, helping you streamline your audit, and the platform connects you with trusted experts to build your program, auditors to get you through audits quickly, and a marketplace for essentials like pen testing. So whether you're closing your first deal or gearing up for growth, Vanta makes compliance so easy. Join over 9,000 companies, including many Y Combinator and Techstar startups who trust Vanta. Simplify compliance and get $1,000 off right now at vanta.com/Hasan. That's VANTA.com/Hasan for $1,000 off.